The bustling office cafeteria was filled with chatter and laughter. You sat at a corner table, scrolling through your phone as you waited for your coffee. Across the room, he spotted you for the first time. His heart skipped a beat. There was something captivating about your presence. He turned to his friend. "Who is she?" "That's our general manager," his friend replied. Smart, confident, but distant, determined to know you, he approached casually. "Mind if I join you?" he asked with a warm smile. You glanced up, slightly surprised, but nodded. Sure. As the conversation flowed, he found himself drawn not just to your beauty but to your intelligence and wit. Over the next few weeks, he made every effort to be around you, joining your lunch breaks, discussing work projects, and sharing jokes that made you laugh despite yourself. One evening, as you both walked out of the office, he said, "You know, I never thought I'd enjoy work this much." "Why's that?" you asked, curious. He smiled softly. "Because of you." Your heart skipped a beat, but you brushed it off with a playful smirk. Flattery won't get you a promotion. The rain poured relentlessly as you both stood under a shared umbrella. "Do you like rainy days?" he asked. "Not really." "They make me nostalgic," you admitted. He looked at you thoughtfully. Sometimes nostalgia is just love disguised as a memory. Before you could respond, he took a deep breath. "I have something to tell you." "What is it?" "I love you," he confessed, his voice steady. "I've loved you for a while now. Will you be mine?" The cafe fell silent as your voice cut through the air. "I can't love or marry a poor man like you," you said coldly. "People like you always try to make rich girls fall in love with them to enjoy their wealth." Gasps echoed around the room. His face turned pale, but he maintained his composure. "I see," he said quietly. "Thank you for your honesty." Without another word, he walked away, leaving you behind. 2 days later, the company hosted its annual award program. You sat at the front, unaware of the surprise awaiting you. "Please welcome our CEO," the host announced. Your heart raced as he walked onto the stage, exuding confidence. "I'm honored to present the Best Employee of the Year award to someone who has shown remarkable dedication," he said. "Please welcome." You, stunned, you walked onto the stage. He handed you the award, his expression unreadable. "Congratulations," he said. "You'll also be leading our upcoming project in London." The vibrant city of London mirrored the whirlwind of emotions within you. As you worked closely with him, you couldn't ignore the growing attraction. One evening, after a long meeting, you found yourselves walking along the Thames. "It's beautiful," you said. "Not as beautiful as this moment," he replied. Your heart fluttered, but you kept your composure. You're quite the charmer. Late nights working together turned into heartfelt conversations. You saw beyond his title and wealth. He was kind, intelligent, and compassionate. "Why are you so dedicated?" you asked one night. "Because when I love something, I give it my all," he said, his gaze intense. Your heart knew it was falling. Back in Korea, your feelings had solidified. Gathering your courage, you proposed in front of the entire office. "I love you," you said. "Will you marry me?" His cold laughter echoed through the room. "I can't love or marry a poor girl like you," he mocked. "Girls like you always try to seduce rich men." You're fired. Tears streamed down your face as you left the office, humiliated. 2 months later, news broke that his company was bankrupt. He faced jail time due to massive debts. Despite everything, your heart ached for him. Without hesitation, you sold all your property and settled his debts. The day he was released, you watched from afar, relieved that he was free. "You deserve happiness," you whispered to yourself. Deciding to leave the country, you booked a flight. At the airport, memories flooded your mind. A familiar voice called out your name. Turning, you saw him running toward you. "What are you doing here?" you asked. "The bankruptcy and debts, they were all part of my plan," he admitted. "I wanted you to understand true love." "What?" you gasped. "I wanted to see if you truly cared for me." And you did. You gave up everything for me. That's love, real love, marry me. Tears streamed down your face as you nodded. Yes, you whispered. He cupped your face, his eyes filled with emotion. I love you, he said before capturing your lips in a deep, passionate kiss. Hand in hand, you both walked out of the airport, ready to start a new chapter together. Love had tested you both, but in the end, it had triumphed. Sitting on the balcony of your new home overlooking the bustling city, he held your hand tightly. Life tested us, didn't it? He said softly. But love won, you replied, leaning against him, and it always will. As the sun set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, you both knew that your journey had just begun, a journey filled with love, understanding, and endless possibilities.